Hello guys and welcome to the third round of Canadian Closed Chess Championship. Hope you're enjoying the recap so far. Once again, I'm back to playing 13-year-olds. It's life. I don't know how to escape them, but it is what it is. 1983 rated opponent. Let's see how it goes. I'll see you after the game.
Guys, I just came back. It was a quick 2-hour game. Let's take a look at what happened in the game. So, as I said, I was playing a 13-year-old kid who's rated 1983. So, quite strong. So, he starts with e4. I go for e5, knight of e96, and now d4. So, I saw that he potentially might go for I Lopez. He might go for Italian game, but then we might transpose to the same thing that happened in the game. So, d4 takes. I honestly wanted him to play knight d4, but I don't want to show all my prep here. So, because some of my opponents might actually watch my videos, so it's like, don't want to reveal anything. But let's say bishop c4, which happened in the game. I go knight f6, attacking the opponent f4, and now this castle. So, many people will play bishop c5. I mean, on beginner level, bishop c5 is actually quite bad because now e5 and white get a huge edge. And believe me, on the level below 2000, with white pieces, if you know the theory here and your opponent doesn't, you will probably win 80% of the games. But of course, I know all the stuff. So knight e4, rook e1, d5, bishop d5, king d5. Now knight goes to c3, queen a5, knight d4, bishop b6. I know this line because I played it in my childhood with white pieces, so I'm kind of familiar with what I'm supposed to do with black. I won a lot of games here. I lost a lot of games here, so it's like I'm quite familiar with what I'm supposed to do. So, in terms of, let's say, bishop e7 here is best. What I looked at is knight e5, but then I take rook e7, rook e8, and once again, it's like straight. So, queen e2 is played, bishop f6, and now I have an active bishop on this diagonal, potentially d3 ideas, and he goes a4. I didn't like a4 because I knew that I didn't look at it. What I was thinking of bishop d2, I knew how to respond. I think I looked at queen d5 because I'm aiming towards a2 pawn. Apparently d3 is quite strong as well. So what else? Bishop f4 is the move that I also kind of was wondering what I'm gonna do, but apparently there is queen b4 and I'm trying to attack b2 square. So he goes a4, I go king d5. Queen f5 or rook h f8 is actually better. So let's say this. Let's say he goes rook a3. So now computer already likes some d3, and then the idea being rook d3 takes. What if queen d3? Rook d8, and apparently black are slightly better because I'm gonna take on a4 and also some checkmate ideas. So yeah, I can see a sense in that. But I go king d5. I was like, yeah, I want to go king d7 potentially. So rook a3. So I looked at king d7 and I was like, what I'm gonna do? So this, I looked this, knight d2, and I was like, okay, now some queen g4 checks. Like, what I'm doing here. I also looked at, I have knight b4, but I'm like queen g4. Oh, queen c6. Yeah, I mean, king c6, I didn't even see that while. I mean, I stopped calculating because of queen g4. Sometimes you gotta go beyond that. And I also saw that now once knight comes to d2, rook is open, and it can go all the way on the third rank. But okay, I was like, okay, I don't want to play it. I played the best move knight before, and my position now becomes. Yeah, actually, I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't spend enough time because at the point when, let's say, I played knight b4, let me look at the scores. I have slightly more than an hour. And after this, I spent 10 minutes. And I played knight c2, which is a mistake. So I looked at bishop g5. What I didn't see is that after rook e5, I have king c6. And there is a long line that goes like rook g5. I don't take on c2 initially, but I play rook h8, rook e5, knight c2, rook g3, rook e5, knight e5, queen e6, a5, knight b4, and just like that, I get a winning advantage. But like I didn't see that, so I wasn't sure how I should go here. Like, yeah, the thing is, if I saw king six, I would have played it, but I didn't. So fortunately, I go knight c2, which is a mistake. Now bishop f6, and now once again I'm supposed to play g takes f6 as opposed to d3 d3. D3 is just a draw. D3 I play d3, and it is the game finished in a draw in very shortly. So if g takes f6. So let's say rook goes this way. Now I have c5, and after rook f6 takes the pawn, I have knight b4. Now rook goes back to d1, and now I have rook h e8 attacking the queen, and I'm in a favorable spot. Yeah, but what I can say is that, yeah, I kind of messed it up. Because, yeah, should have spent more time. Because, yeah, unfortunately, like let's say this position, yeah, bishop g5, but also like knight c2, this d3. I also looked at what if I take, but then I was like, okay, bishop d8 simple is fine. Oh, but now I have d3 though. Queen f4, queen f4, rook e4, rook d8. Yeah, I saw that in some endgames. I might be slightly better. Oh, here I would go c5 actually, because now let's say rook e7, I go rook d7. And let's say rook e5, I go b6. And then my king walks to c7, c6. And I'm in a better endgame. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get a better version endgame, but I just couldn't calculate. Like, okay, knight c2, I go d3. Give me a sec. Yeah, d3. He takes, all correct. Bishop d8, queen e2. Now cannot take the knight d2, rook d1, checkmate, back rank. So goes h3, knight d4, and now, I mean, he can take on d4 immediately, but he decided to kill rook e7, and we repeat it with free fault. The game ended in a draw. So as far as accuracy goes, let me quickly show you. I mean, I can't say it's a high level game. 95, he even played with a high accuracy than myself. And as you might see, the evil went down and I couldn't use it. But yeah, like I gotta use these chances. I'm also happy that I'm getting these chances because I kind of overprepped him. But yes, still, I mean, the result is only a draw at this point. But yeah, it is what it is. So we have 1.5 points after 3 rounds of play. Let's see how it continues from now on. I think there are a lot of great games to be played. I'm very likely to play next game with black pieces again. If I mean, it's just the way it is. But let's hope for white, because with white at least I can kind of fight for an edge from the opening. So hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the recap of round number 4. Bye bye.